Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing our playthrough of EU4 with Arumba, where Arumba makes all the decisions behind the scenes, sets everything in motion, and lets me right-click at the end. Is that
right? See, when you say it like that, then I feel like you are upset. But you said a second ago that you're not, so now I don't know.
Not. No passive aggression. I'm laughing at it. Arumba was saying between episodes that he's really excited about this. Hasn't played EU4 in a little bit, and I'm kind of enjoying the rest and relaxation in between wars, quite honestly. So let me understand, we're sending army over to suppress, right?
Yep. The province of Connaught. Well, we just finished another core, so we gotta take a look here after the monthly update. We're at negative 2.2 unrest with the army there at full maintenance. And actually,
whoa! Goodness, what the fuck was this?
Okay. Yay, that's really good. So do you remember, a long time ago, when we were trying to do that thing with Bohemia, we lowered autonomy in a number of places to try to make it happen.
Yeah.
This is all of them expiring. This is a joyous occasion. Autonomy decreased modifier expiring means that we've just lost 10 unrest in every province. That just popped up.
Do we keep the autonomy reduction though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the negatives associated with clicking the button are gone, and we get to keep the autonomy low. So it's great. It's really good.
And we also got a claim versus Verdun or something.
Yeah, I took a claim on them a second ago.
Yeah.
That means that we no longer have unrest in Ireland. We can just go focus on the Welsh separatists now instead. So, Glamorganshire.
Nice. Alright, where is that? Oh, you found it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's very nice, actually, because that was a lot of silly stuff building. And this is going to help deal with those massive numbers of rebels that are spawning everywhere. I mean, to be fair, the rebel fights are pretty pathetic. Like, they're not close fights, but still.
Yeah, they're not really difficult. Most of the rebels are not very hard to fight, especially if they have no leader.
We're going to be close to our mission objective. Overextension is less than 1%. That's got to be coming up really soon.
Well, it's going to finish with the Court of Oxfordshire, July 31st, 1527.
Yeah.
Less than a year. There goes our other claim on Pomerania. You just said it was going to last a while, and then it's gone, just like that.
Well, we made a lot of time pass.
Yeah. Which is weird for us.
Make states. I want to make states? No, I don't want to make states there. Or there. Okay.
New draperies.
What? This is a pop-up? I'm reading about new draperies?
Yeah. Yep. Hover over the OK button. Don't click it yet. Hover over it and it'll tell you the effect. So this is a random event that happens over the course of the game where trade goods change in value over time based on history. So new trade goods, I think, or new draperies, I think, is what, related to cloth or wool? One of the two?
Well, cloth goes up and wool goes down.
Yeah. So anybody who currently controls cloth provinces is happy.
All right.
Hey, it's important. It matters. Things change over time. It's a dynamic game.
Sure, but why that particular event? A lot of things change over time. We only get pop up on drapery though.
Yeah, I don't know. Just cause reasons.
Are you building these ships manually, or are they auto building? Also, did you pay off? No, you spent our money on ships instead of loans. Got it.
I said between episodes that I'm excited to play. I haven't played EU4 in like 4 or 5 days here, so I'm like geeked to play again. And I keep click on buttons.
These are
light ships.
Caravels, lights, okay.
Yep, we used to have barks, and now the ship is called a caravel. It's still a light ship, though. We have our old ships. There's a lot of barks in that navy that we either need to try to sell to other nations, or just ignore them. They have a little bit less trade power than the current class of ship. A little fewer cannons, a little bit less hull. Same movement speed. All light ships always have the same movement speed. Just like all transports will always have the same speed as well. I hear conversion. Was that the other guy? It wasn't us.
Don't know. Invest in new tech. You don't want to do a 35% ahead of time penalty for pricing on our military, huh? No, I don't like how. That is something I don't really like. I don't like how we can't really get ahead technologically without paying for it.
Yeah.
I feel like if we generating a lot of monarch points, I feel like we should be not penalized for that. I guess we're not really. I mean, we can use it on other things, but it's like you can't like just tech way ahead in the military.
You can. I mean, it can be a very powerful strategy to be 1 or 2 techs ahead the whole game. I would argue, though, that you're usually better off spending those monarch points instead being at equal tech, rerolling generals frequently to have really good generals. That's a better way, I think, to be ahead of time on tech. Or alternatively, spending your military points on military development so you have a higher manpower pool.
Let's see.
Sweden just pieced out Pomerania. They forced Pomerania to annul their treaties with Denmark. Interesting. Is Pomerania in the coalition? They are not. Opportunity.
Pomerania time. All right.
Yeah, we could attack Pomerania right now without actually fighting the coalition. We'd only have to fight Pomerania and Verden.
Okay, you did that by... Okay, so did I see their allies? I mean, I can right-click on... I know I can go through that menu, but was there a graphical interface when you saw that, or you just were looking at their allies?
Yeah, I just right-clicked on Pomerania and just looked at the little thing over there, and then saw Verden.
Okay.
It will also, because they are inside the Empire, call upon the defense of the Emperor.
But he's our buddy.
And he will decline. He's not our buddy. The Emperor is Lüneburg. He used to be Bohemia, but it got changed when they embraced Protestant. No, they just got unelected. I don't know. Bohemia is not the Emperor.
Franz the First is the Emperor. Of where?
Lüneburg. They picked a one province minor, remember?
That's right.
And so he's not even going to defend him.
Okay, perfect.
So we want to fight Verden. We want to fight Pomerania. I think we want to do all of this by far. Yeah.
Yep. You're wanting to make things confusing us by you want to join the lighter yellow with the very slightly darker yellow.
Well, you said earlier that you thought it was an admirable thing to go for to get rid of the other countries that are yellow. So
that's correct. And Bohemia in your mind counts as that?
No, not Bohemia. Verden.
Yeah, no, I understand. But Bohemia is nearly yellow, and it's really close. If we take over Pomerania, we're going to have bordering yellow and off yellow.
No.
Yep.
No, Bohemia...
And I mean, if we're worried about the drapery, we need to be worried about shades of yellow.
Bohemia is not yellow. You can't say that.
Yeah, they're definitely a yellowish color.
They're not even close to yellow.
Yeah,
ooh, hey, this is a really interesting one here, Filthy.
The diplomatic reputation +1?
No, the national decision that's now available to us.
What national decision is now available? Oh, it's popped up. Did we finish our mission?
Yes,
yeah, we did too.
We did.
National decision available. So we have... Okay, so the green is the ones with the green envelope checkboxes are our options, and we have form British nation.
Mm-hmm. We get a permanent claim on the British region, on the Britain region, which is a good thing. Permanent claims are different than regular claims. They have no expiration date, and they give you a 25% discount on coin costs versus the normal 10%. Okay. We would get 25 prestige, which is nice. We would get increased centralization. However, our country would change to Great Britain. We would no longer be Scotland.
That's kind of bullshit. Huh. Are we still yellow?
Nope.
Is there any way to change colors in this game?
Nope.
What?
Not unless you're a colonial nation, you can, or not a colonial nation, but like
if we ordered like purple drapery, could we get? No. Okay. Nope. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. If you wish to do that, I don't really mind. I mean, I suppose we're now the Scottishly dominated Great Britain.
You either live long enough to become the bad guy, or what was that thing from Batman?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to click on that for you?
That's up to you. You want to do it? Go ahead.
So what's the benefit? Monthly autonomy change increase in the 25 prestige. I don't care about 25 prestige that much. The monthly autonomy change is nice because we're taking over lots of territory, so that means it's going to be taxable sooner or more taxing sooner, right?
Yeah. It also allows you...
Like, oh, we changed colors. We changed to red. What are you talking about?
I said that no, we would not say the same color.
I asked is there any way to change colors. You said no.
Yeah, okay. I misunderstood you then.
We need to reevaluate our enemies now.
Based on color?
That's right.
Well, England, for one.
It's like no one is red. It's just England.
Okay, I guess we're done then.
We won?
Yeah, game over.
Oh my goodness. Well, we could look at colors close to red. We could just attack. I think we should attack based on the color wheel.
Color wheel? Like in order?
Yeah. You just advance around the wheel in one direction. So, okay. All right, sorry. I'm going to look at missions.
I took one.
A little silly. You took one. Let's check.
The Mamluks. It's the only one that made sense. It's free. It was the 5 prestige and 25 diplo points for improving relations with the Mamluks. And I dispatched...
Mamluk was a military unit.
The Mamluks is a nation in northern Africa, south of the Ottomans.
It's our flag change too.
Yes. We are no longer Scotland. We are Great Britain.
How do we have a... Oh, it's not a Scottish fleet off the east coast over there? It's like, oh, it's not. Okay, it's Holland. It's similar to the Scottish flag a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. I apologize. I misunderstood you when you said, can you change your color? I thought you meant like voluntarily. And the answer is no, you cannot voluntarily just change your color. But tag changing. Color is tied to tag. So switching tags, which is what we just did, definitely does change your color. Okay, Denmark cedes Scotland to Sweden. They cede Norway cedes Akershus, Trøndelag, Finnmark, and Bratsburg to Sweden. Norway is now independent. Denmark ends their overlordship of Norway. And Sweden gains some inflation. They spent 182 diplo. And gain some power protection. So Norway's independent now, which means they are by being independent, that means we can fabricate on them directly, and we could have separate wars with them.
Excellent.
So we should probably build up a spy network against them right now. We can.
Okay.
Let's get another claim on Verdun.
All right, do it.
Come back from Verdun. We could get a claim on Brittany. Right this moment, France doesn't consider Brittany to be of vital interest, so we could try to expand into Brittany. You want to?
Yeah, I would like that.
So either Armor or Finisterre, one of the two. It's the only ones that we can reach.
Okay.
Probably Armor, since it's got the higher.
We can't fabricate. Yes, we can. Okay. More, you said?
Yep. It's got slightly higher development.
Done.
Beyond that, let's wait 7 days, get our diplomat back. And consider if the opportunity to attack Pomerania still makes sense. Our army is now in place.
Were we suffering attrition from the coastal crossings, what it was?
Yeah, when your units are on boats, you always suffer 1% attrition.
Okay. What did you ooh about?
I was just seeing Denmark has their fort in Lübeck mothballed right now.
Drapes arrived.
It's a nation that we have claims on that we hate that has a mothballed fort adjacent to us, so I want to attack them. Almost always. They're still in the damn coalition, though, so... France and Bohemia would help us, though.
Wait, what did you see? Okay, so I'm on I for... I is fort mode, yeah? No?
Yes.
Okay. Are you seeing this fort in which nation? In the nation of Denmark or Norway?
Denmark. Right next to our army, the little tiny province called Lübeck.
Yes. Oh, it's just very...
There's no visual... It's colored to let you know there is a fort there. The only way you can know it's mothballed is to click on it.
Okay. So purple is the fort. Didn't realize.
Yeah,
okay.
I do that quite often.
Because it's like the visual in like Skane of like the fort is actually a fort visual there. So I was looking for that, but okay.
Yeah, I say we go to war with Pomerania.
I'm down for that.
Verdun has both of his forts maintained, but that's okay. Let's wait till our army is in Holsten, just so that it's all together. And let's probably wait till the 1st, just so that they can't raise morale before the monthly tick. Oh, never mind. Bohemia just declared war on Brandenburg. And now they're calling us in. Okay, we gotta analyze this. This is a rare occasion for us. Brandenburg has 2 provinces. Uckermark and Altmark. Bohemia is requesting that you come to their aid in their conquest. Brandenburg is allied with Brunswick and Lüneburg. I don't know why they're calling us in. They don't need our help. But what that means is that we can't declare our own war while we have a pending call to arms. So I would say go ahead and accept. If we decline, we lose 25 prestige and 1 diplomatic reputation, which is unacceptable. But I don't know.
I'm stuck here, or rather, I haven't caught up with you. You're moving like a little fast for me right now. So I was looking for Brandenburg. So I use the search function, click on it, and it centers me on a region where I still can't fucking see Brandenburg. I see a Brunswick, I see a Cologne, I see Verdun, I see Lüneburg. Where? Oh, wait, it's actually purple highlighted the borders. Okay, so it's the writing's just very small. Got it.
Yep,
right, so now if I look on them, then they are enemies of Pomerania and Magdeburg. Where's the?
I would assess it visually. Press the E key and then click on Altmark.
Click on what? Altmark? Yeah, right there.
So green is their land. They have Altmark, and then they have that one that's 2 provinces northeast. Okay. That's all that Brandenburg has. Blue is their allies.
Bohemia is our buddy.
Yeah.
They've declared war on Brandenburg, and they've asked us to join it.
Yeah.
And if I look at Brandenburg, blue is their allies, and green is their claims. No, red and green is their claims.
Cores, actually, but yes.
Cores. Okay. Yeah, why do we care? Like, why does Bohemia need us? He's like 9,000 times bigger than that.
Yeah, he doesn't really. But he is calling us in just because he's got favors with us. He's had an alliance with us for a number of years, and so he'd prefer to make the war easier for himself, so.
All right, well, we got troops over there. We could actually do stuff. We could get war score and maybe actually get something out of it.
It's unlikely that he'll give us anything. We don't want any of that land. We have no claims on any of that land. It's all inland.
You can't get, like, buddy points with him for this?
We'll get favors for our contributions, yes.
Okay.
Anything we... Yeah. So go ahead and say yes. Say yes, we agree. Okay. And now that we no longer have a pending call to arms, it is not possible to start a new war within the first month of having started a previous one. So apparently we've started a war according to the game. Now we need to try to secure military access so that we can actually help them out. Can we get military access through Saxe-Lauenburg? Yes. So you see that little one province minor directly adjacent to our army of Saxe-Lauenburg. Right-click on them, go down to ask for military access.
Oh. It's not going to give us access. Isn't there another? Don't we have to have one more?
No, they will, actually.
No, I'm not asking about whether or not they'll do it. I'm asking, don't we need one more province still to get access? Because we're still not adjacent to that.
Nope. Click E again. Click on Brandenburg. Look at that map again. Brandenburg is allied to Lüneburg.
I see. Because he'll call in his allies.
Yep.
And we'll be able to attack through the allied territory.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to. Do we have a diplomat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to right-click on there, not left-click because it is a province. I want to go to. It's not economy, access, actions. Ask for military access. It'll be yes because.
Because they hate
army strength.
Yeah, we're terrifying apparently.
Yeah.
They really don't like us though. Negative 94 opinion. Wow. Okay, so he'll say yes.
Just wait the army there.
You wait 1 day, and that gives you the military access. And now march to. Oh, looks like we have access through Austria as well. The army's marching through Austria. We didn't need that military access then. Okay, so we could go after their army over there. It's one of those situations where we're able to march straight through a zone of control because of reasons. Because Ruppen has a zone of control, so there's like competing zones of control. So, weird stuff is going on there. But yeah, I would just march the army together. You can go ahead and control it. Do whatever you want. Go smashy.
All right.
Our army is much superior to theirs. Norway joined the coalition, which is annoying. Okay, stack wipe. He stack wiped Brandenburg's army, so I would get started on a
siege.
A bunch of sieges actually here. Let's see.
Oh, you want to carpet siege all the ally stuff? That's what you want to do?
Yeah. Let's see. We can get to Brunswick, so I would probably spread out on Lüneburg, Altmark, and Brunswick, all three of them. Actually, you can only handle 2. It looks like. No, that's not true. That's not true. You want me to just do it? Okay.
Yeah, I want you to do it. I don't want to be part of it. I would just take longer to do it. Like, I would eventually get longer to do there. And
yeah,
I might do
there
that.
We go. Done.
Okay, perfect. I'd want to add up like numbers and like split it up and blah blah blah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years of experience just coming through in the clutch or something like that.
Oh, is that? This one, huh? All right. Bank loan. We renewed a loan.
Yeah, that's no good.
I don't want to do that.
So part of the reason why we want to focus on sieges is that that's going to give us a bunch of participation. Right now we're
the army up there, wandering around near our territory, sieging us actually.
Yeah, but Milan's on his way. It looked like he's trying to get up there. Hey, there goes our truce with Castile.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Castile's going to enter the coalition if they can. Do they have enough aggressive expansion? They have only 34, so they cannot. Looks like we've done well. Wow, we breached walls on all 3 locations. That's really lucky. Kind of annoying. Oh no! Our general. He's dead.
Alright.
We need a general. You have to roll a general.
Okay, I'm going to do that now.
Okay, do it. You got the lucky rabbit's foot. Oh my god, look at that. 71,000 troops. What on earth?
Where?
Holy crap, Bohemia pulled in. Look at the alliances that Bohemia has. Allied to the Ottomans, us, and Poland. Like, and he's called all of them in.
Where are the 70? Where are you seeing the 70k troops? I want to see that.
Actually, he didn't call in the Ottomans, but 71k troops just slightly west of the 3 sieges we're doing in the province of Hoya. 71,000 men suffering 5% attrition per month.
That's a huge fuck stack. Hold on, we got pop-ups though.
Okay.
All right, let's. I know you like to go fast, but let's get a second here. So, sickness of the king. So we can either do 2 things. We can lose monthly autonomy, and the burger state gains 10 loyalty, or we can lose national tax modifier of 10%, and the nobility gains 10 loyalty. We don't really care about either of those. Let's go take a look at the interactions real quick. Interactions with the nobility. I mean, I guess we could demand. We don't want that. Where does the burgers one? They give us monopoly charters. We want to give them influence, gain loyalty. It's giving them stuff. Can we demand anything from any of these people right now?
You could demand money from the burghers soon at almost no cost. Is there any interaction that will raise their loyalty?
Yes, there is.
Is that one of the choices?
We can, yeah, but it's monthly autonomy plus 0.05.
Oh.
Monthly autonomy change.
Well, we have increased centralization right now, so that would be offset by it.
Yeah,
but
is it additive? So it's just equal to that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Being at peace is negative 0.1, and so if we were at peace with that current modifier, we're at negative 0.15 right now. Since we're at war, we're at negative 0.05 right now.
Yeah. Or we could take, excuse me, we could take national tax. I don't want to pay less. I don't want less money right now. So unless we have some strong reason to get loyalty with the nobility, I'd rather get loyalty with the burghers and then deal with the monthly autonomy later.
Okay.
Okay, done. All right, and what was the other thing? Generals. You want to take a look at generals?
Yeah, you're gonna roll us a spectacular general right now.
I'm gonna high maneuver, high siege, 0 useful abilities. Ready?
One thing I would consider is that the nobility don't have enough influence yet to give us their full benefit, the 60% influence threshold. We could have an extra 5% manpower recovery speed if we made them more influential. We could grant generalship, which will raise their influence quite high to 73, but that achieves that goal. And also the general that it would spawn is a 40 tradition general, where we as a nation only have 20.2, so he would have 1 guaranteed extra pip. Pretty good chance of being a good general, and he would cost no monarch points. So you're arguing for that, although we're about to hit. We're almost close to our monarch. If it were just me, I would do both, because I like having at least a couple generals.
God, you're so greedy with your generals. Why do you need 3 generals? What are you doing with your 3rd general?
I want 2. I want a combat general.
Wallace back.
I want a combat general, and I want a siege general at all times.
That's reasonable. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the generalship.
Okay. And you got us a nice. It's a siege general. Huzzah! It's actually a pretty good general altogether. A 1433. That's amazing. We'll take it.
You want another general? Fine.
I do. Of course I do. That one's pretty crap. Why'd you do that?
3200.
Why did you do that?
Beautiful. That's your general. Can I rename him?
He's so
General
bad.
Arumba?
No. He's so bad. Why'd you roll him? That was a horrible decision. You shouldn't have done that.
That's just easy waste of our
we're gonna hit the monarch point cap soon anyway, and we do need to have at least a couple generals.
How are Siege is doing?
Really well.
Did you assign on those generals though?
Yeah, the siege general. He's doing what he can.
So they're over there sieging down our stuff.
Yeah.
We don't go relieve those sieges at some point?
Nah.
Okay. Brandenburg's not thrilled about being in this war anymore. Surprise.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I can definitely see why.
So are you fabricating on, you want me to go start a spy network with Norway?
Yeah, that'd be a great thing to spend him on right now. Okay, that's the end of the war. War's over.
Good.
Brandenburg seeks Uckermark to Bohemia. We gained
28 favors, it's a lot.
Yeah, Lunenburg pays war reps. Okay, let's just retreat back to Holstein and declare our own war as soon as we get there. And also, we got quite a bit of that money in that peace deal because we had a lot of participation. So we can pay off at least one of the 2 loans if you'd like.
I would like.
Nice, good. And I am so excited to be out of debt so we can start building buildings again and fighting over the little things like what kind of buildings to make.
Yep.
It was quite enjoyable to me.
Yep. And unfortunately though, it's that time.
You know, I don't like it when you say things like that. I just want to play forever. Anyway,
I'm the bad guy today.
You are a bad guy. Why? Why are you such a bad guy?
Because you keep forcing me to roll generals that I don't want. That's on you. That general is General Arumba. That's how I imagine you as this general.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll be back next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching.